In the beginning, Africans lived as kings and queens. We were never called Africa, but our Kebulan. It was renamed after the Romans invaded our territory, and it is the oldest name of the continent we now call Africa. In Arabic, it meant the land of the blacks. In ancient languages, it meant mother of mankind. Other scholars say Garden of Eden. We had classical indigenous civilizations before European invasion. We had Kush, we had Kemet, we had Sungai, we had Akan, we had Himba, we had Hausa, we had Ife, and what have you. So long before the name Africa echoed across the maps of the world, this land was already ancient. It had breathed life into the world, danced with the stars, whispered wisdom through its trees, and walked proudly with the rhythm of a timeless spirit. We have never been Africa. We are our Kebulan, mother of mankind. It was Tamari, the beloved land. It was Kemet. It was Kush. It was Punt. It was Ethiopia, and thousands of empires and civilizations spoken in 1,000 ancient tongues. This is the story of our land before it was renamed, before it was forgotten, before it was divided. This is the story of Africa. In the beginning, there was land cradled by the Nile, warmed by the sun, kissed by the Atlantic and Indian, a land of vast forests, stretching deserts, snow capped peaks, and life giving rivers. It was here humanity first stood upright. The first heartbeat of civilization echoed through the soil, and they called it our Kebulan, a name passed from the lips that understood the earth as a mother, not a map. The original name was Power, a name of warmth, of memory. The Muris, the Nubians, the early scholars all knew this name, but today it lives in silence, hidden beneath lies, dust, and denial. Then came Mali under the legendary Mansa Musa, whose pilgrimage to Mecca was so grand that it shook the economy of the cities he passed. His empire was a beacon of wealth and wisdom. In Timbuktu, the libraries were vast and the scholars wrote in astronomy, astrophysics, medicine, law, engineering, mathematics, chemistry, from Kemet, and literature. It was the Silicon Valley of his time. After Mali, the Songhai Empire rose, a powerhouse of law, trade, and education. It stood tall until foreign weapons and greed brought it down. Far south, beyond the Zambezi, stood the great Zimbabwe. Massive stone towers, intricate walls built without mortar. A civilization and a city that stunned European explorers who refused to believe Africans built it. But we did, because Africa was never tribal. Africa was architectural, spiritual, sovereign, and supreme. In every corner of the continent, from Dogon's star knowledge in Mali to the San people's ancient cave art in South Africa, Africa understood the cosmos, understood healing, understood life and afterlife. We believed in ancestors not as memories, but as living forces. We consulted oracles, not for fear, but for balance. The drum was not an instrument, it was a language. The marks was not decoration, but identity. Identity that stood different. This was the soul of Africa. Arise, motherland. Arise, our cableland.